So in this video, we are going to solve question 1 of ISC 2020 Computer Science Practical Paper. So take a look at this question, give it a good reading. Alright, so let's begin.
Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon to receive all the latest updates.
So they are asking you to enter m and n, and they are asking you to print all the prime Adam integers between m and n, both inclusive. M is less than n is one of the requirements, and m and n are two positive integers. Now what are prime Adam integers? They have given the definition of a prime number. We all know Adam number is a number where the square of a number and the square of its reverse are reversed to each other. So a number which is both Adam and prime will be a prime Adam integer. Let's take a look at the sample input. So n is 5, n is 100, and the prime Adam integers are between 5 and 100, 11, 13 and 31. And you have to also print the frequency of prime Adam integers, which is 3. Similarly, for the second case, m is 100, n is 200. They have printed all the prime Adam integers and the frequency. In the third case, there are no prime Adam integers between 50 and 70. So rather than not printing anything, they print the word nil. So if there are no prime Adam integers between m and n, you have to print the word nil and then the frequency as 0. And finally, m is 700, n is 450. M has to be less than n, so this is invalid input. Alright, so let's get to coding now. So first, I'll write a method to check if an integer is prime or not. Method to check if an integer is prime or not. Static boolean is prime, takes an integer n. Okay, returns false so that it compiles and we'll just finish it. It's static because I'll be calling it directly from the main. Then I need another method to find the reverse of a number. So the method to find the reverse of an integer. Alright, a static int reverse takes an integer and we have to return the reverse of this. I'll return 0 so that it compiles. Next, I'll need a method to check if a number is Adam number or not. A method to check if an integer is Adam number or not. Static boolean is Adam number. Int n. Okay, return false for now. And finally, I'll need one more method to check if a number is prime Adam number or not. So a method to check if an integer is prime Adam or not. Alright, so static boolean is prime Adam. Int n, I'll just return false for now. Let's start with is prime. So prime numbers, as you know, are the numbers which are divisible by 1 and itself. So if any other number divides the number completely, so it is not a prime. So iterate from 2 to number minus 1 for int I is equal to I less than n, I plus plus. So if any of these values I divide n completely, so it's not a prime. So if n% I is equals to 0, that is when you divide n by I, you get remainder 0, that is I divides n completely. You return false. Finally, you return true. So our is prime is done. Then you have to find the reverse of a number. So I'll take the simpler method of converting into a string and then converting it back to integer. Okay, convert this into string nstr is equal to blank plus n. Okay, the string store reverse. So string ref str is blank. Okay, iterate the string in the reverse order for int I is equals to nstr dot length minus 1, I is greater than equal to 0, I minus minus, and ref str plus is equals to nstr dot caret I. Finally, you have to convert this reverse string into integer. So integer dot parseInt ref str. Next thing you need to check if a number is Adam number or not. A number is Adam number if the reverse of its square is the square of its reverse. The square of a number and the square of its reverse are reversed to each other. So first we find the square of the number. Okay, so int n square is equals to n into n. Okay, find the reverse of square. So int square reverse is equals to reverse of n square. Okay, then find the reverse of n. Then int n reverse is equals to reverse of n. Okay, and finally you return true if the reverse of the square is square of n reverse. So return square of reverse is equals to n reverse into n reverse. Okay. The next method is to check if it is prime atom or not. So basically you check if is prime n and is atom n. Alright, it has to be both prime and atom. Let's start with the main now. Scanner to read from the user. Scanner equals to new scanner system dot in. Close the scanner dot close. So inputs that you have to take is m and n. Alright, and whenever I'm solving IAC practical questions, my aim is to keep the sample input and sample output as close as possible to an actual output and input. Alright, so I'll prompt for the value of m. Sys out m is equals to, okay, read the value of m. Int m equals to scanner dot next state. Prompt for the value of n. Sys out n is equals to, okay, read the value of n. Int n equals to scanner dot next state. Alright, so we first check for the valid values of m and n. So if you look at the sample, m must be less than n, but also if you look carefully, they have to be two positive integers. Alright, so check for positive integers. Alright, so if they are less than equal to 0, I'm going to print invalid input. So if m is less than equal to 0 or n is less than equal to 0, print invalid input and stop. I'll stop the program. So you get a yellow line because the scanner is not closed. So I'll copy this and I'll place it here so that the scanner is closed right after we take the input. Next we check if m is less than n. So m has to be less than n. So if m is greater than equal to n, I print the same thing, print invalid input is out, invalid put. Okay, stop. The sample case for this is not given, but since it is mentioned in the question that these are two positive integers, so I'm going to add a check here for m and n. So now we need the values from m to n. So iterate from m to n. So for int I is equals to m, I is less than equal to n, I plus plus. Okay. Along with this, we will also need the count of the prime atom numbers. So the count of the prime atom numbers. So I'll take a variable frequency. Alright. Now for each of these values of I will check if this is a prime atom number or not. So if this is a prime atom integer, so if is prime atom, I will print this number. Okay, this out I plus space. Also I will increment the frequency by 1. So frequency plus plus. One more thing you need to keep in mind, is to keep your output as close as possible. So you will have to print this message, the prime Adam integers are. So print the message is out, the prime Adam integers are, right? Okay. One more thing you need to take care is when there are no prime Adam integers to print, you have to print the word nil after the message, right? So if there were no prime Adam integers in this range, so if frequency was 0, after the for loop you simply print nil, sys out nil. Alright, otherwise else change a line, because you have printed the prime Adam integers on the line and you need to change a line now. So sys out. Okay, the last thing we need to do is print frequency of prime Adam integers is. So print frequency. So sys out frequency of prime Adam integers is and plus frequency. Alright, okay, that's it. Let's just run this now. So my first case is 5 and 100. So prime Adam integers are 11, 13, 31 and frequency of prime Adam integers is 3, which is correct. Let's just test the next case, which is 100 to 200. So 101, 103 and 113, which is correct. Testing the next case, which is 50 to 70, the output is nil and the frequency is correct as well. The last case 700 and 450, 700 and 450, invalid input because m has to be less than n. Is another case I'm going to check. I'm going to say -3 and 100. Okay, since m is less than n, it should be correct, but m is not a positive integer here, that's why there's an invalid input. But this was a case not mentioned in the sample output. You should take care of these border cases as well. So this was the solution and I hope this was helpful. So please do like this video and subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and thank you for watching.